Assalamualaikum and hello. I'm glad to have this opportunity to share with you all the background of creative artwork. As a company, they are focused on achievement strategic vision to become a national leader, integrated solution, provider for turnkey project management and becoming the industry benchmark itself. This company provides printing service to assist government agency, business and private enterprise in organizing their event including corporate gift, printing design and advertising project. Located at Taman Sri Serdang, Sri Kembangan, Selangor, Creative Artwork was founded by Nur Safinas in 2012. Here is a selection of the goods that Creative Artwork manufacture, which is notepad, diaries, signage, signboard, and other items.
The business characteristic of creative artwork are first, unlimited liability. With 1,026,555 in income, creative artwork demonstrated its strong market presence and capacity to stay in the company. The business gross profit of 25,936 ringgit after deducting cost of 153,122 demonstrated its efficient operation and prudent cost control. This is a major characteristic and potential risk for sole proprietors. It means that the owner's assets, such as house, car, savings, are on the hook if the business cannot pay its debts. Next, in the business characteristic of creative artwork is no separate legal entity. Creative artwork and owner, which is Puan Nur Shafinas, are considered as one because in a sole proprietorship, the business and the owner are not considered separate legal entities. There is no need for a formal registration process beyond obtaining any necessary business licenses. This makes it easy and inexpensive to start a sole proprietorship. Besides that, if someone sues the business, they are essentially suing the owner. Similarly, any legal contracts entered into by the business are the owner's responsibility. Next, it is easy to form and operate the company. Compared to the other business structure like cooperation, sole proprietorships are much simpler to set up and manage. In terms of management flexibility, Puan Shafinas has complete control over all the aspects of the business, making decision-making swift and efficient. Lastly, is pass-through taxation. Creative artwork as a sole proprietorship does not pay a separate income tax. Instead, the business profit or losses pass through to the owner's personal tax return. Puan Shafinas reports all business income on their personal tax return and pays taxes on it at their individual income tax rate.
I will go through the classification of business items for creative art. There will be 5 categories, which the first one is assets, second liability, third equity, 4 revenue, and 5 is expenses. So the first category is assets. Assets, there will be 2 types of asset, which is current assets and fixed assets. Current assets are short-term assets that are typically used up in less than 1 year. Current assets are used in the day-to-day operations of a business to keep it running. For creative artwork, the current assets are trade debtors, cash at bank, and also cash in hand. Second one is fixed assets. Fixed assets are long-term physical assets such as property, plant, and equipment. Fixed assets have a useful life of more than 1 year. Furniture and fittings, machinery, factory, and signboard is a type of fixed asset for creative artwork. The second category is liabilities. Liabilities are what a business owes. It could be money, goods, or services. They are the opposite of assets, which are what a business owns. Businesses regularly owe money, goods, or services to another entity. So, for creative artwork, there will be two types of liability, which is long-term and also short-term liabilities. So, for long-term liabilities is a term loan, while the current liabilities is trade creditors and also term loan. Third category is equity. Equity is the amount of money the owner of an asset would be paid after selling it, and any debts associated with the asset will be paid off. So, the type of equity for creative artwork will be capital, drawing, retained earnings, and also the current year earnings. The fourth category is revenue. Revenue is the money generated from normal business operations, calculated as the average sales price times the number of units sold. It is the top line of gross. Gross income figure from which costs are subtracted to determine net income. Revenue is also known as sales on the income statement. So, for creative artwork, the revenue will be included the consulting, creative income, production income, delivery fees collected, and also miscellaneous income. And last but not least is expenses. In accounting terms, expenses is the operational cost that is paid to earn business revenues. It means the outflow of cash in return for goods or services. Expenses can also be written as the sum of all the operations that usually bring profit. So, for the creative artworks, the expenses will be include the maintenance and repair, rent, staff welfare, utilities, wages, salary, and etc. That's all from me.
Recording process of the business. Number 1, transaction identification. All financial transactions are documented using source documents such as invoice, receipt, and bank statement. Number 2, journal entry. Each transaction is recorded in the general journal in chronological order. Entries include detail as date, account affected, and amount debited or credited. Number 3, ledger posting. Journal entry are posted to the respective ledger account, categorizing them under appropriate headings such as asset, liabilities, capital, revenue, and expenses. Number 4, trial balance preparation. A trial balance is prepared periodically to ensure that total debits equal total credit. This helps identify and correct any discipline. Number 5, financial statement. Based on the trial balance, the business prepare key financial statement include the income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement. Number 6, reconciliation regular. Reconciliation of account is performed to ensure recorded transaction match external record such as bank statement and supplier invoice. Strength and weaknesses of the recording process. Strength. Number 1, efficient tracking. The use of unique transaction IDs for each order allows for efficient tracking and record keeping. This can help in managing order, tracking progress, and maintaining record. Number 2, order management. A systematic recording process can help in managing the workflow of each order from placement to delivery. Number 3, financial transparency. Detailed record keeping can provide transparency in financial reporting, which is crucial for both internal management and external audit. Weaknesses of the recording process. Weaknesses. Number 1, human error. Despite the use of automated system, the recording process can still be prone to human error. Error in data entry, incorrect classification, and omission can all result in inaccuracies. Number 2, time consuming. Depending on the complexity of the order and the volume of transaction, the recording process can be time consuming. Number 3, manual data entry. Despite automation, some manual data entry is still required, which can introduce error if not done carefully.